When Paul McCartney talks about Ringo Starr, it's never just nostalgia. It's admiration rooted in decades of shared history. In a tribute message celebrating Starr's ongoing exploration of country music, McCartney reflected on how his longtime bandmate helped shape the sound of the Beatles in unexpected ways. Ringo was the first guy in the Beatles to really turn us on to country music, McCartney said, recalling the early days of the band. At a time when the Liverpool group was absorbing influences from American rock and roll and rhythm and blues, Starr brought a deep appreciation for country into the mix. According to McCartney, Ringo was heavy into country long before the genre became fashionable in British rock circles. That passion would eventually lead to one of the band's most charming performances, their 1965 recording of Act Naturally, originally made famous by Buck Owens. The song, featured on the album Help, saw Starr step into the spotlight as lead vocalist. For McCartney, the choice was obvious. He was the one who acted naturally, Paul said, emphasizing how perfectly the song suited Ringo's unpretentious personality and dry wit. More than 60 decades later, McCartney still views that moment as proof of Starr's unique role in the band. While John Lennon and McCartney dominated songwriting headlines, and George Harrison developed into a formidable composer in his own right, Ringo's presence gave the Beatles something irreplaceable: character. His slightly offbeat timing, understated humor, and everyman charm made him relatable to millions. McCartney's comments also carried a deeper emotional resonance. With Lennon gone since 1980 and Harrison since 2001, McCartney and Starr are the only surviving Beatles. Reflecting on their enduring friendship, McCartney admitted that time has changed how they see each other. "With John and George not here, I think we realize nothing lasts forever," he said. "We grasp onto what we have now because we realize that it's very special." That sense of appreciation has become more visible in recent years, with the two musicians occasionally sharing stages and publicly celebrating each other's achievements. Whether through surprise appearances or heartfelt video tributes, their bond remains a living link to one of the most influential bands in music history. Starr, who has continued releasing solo material well into his 80s, has increasingly embraced his lifelong love of country music, the very genre he once introduced to his bandmates. McCartney's tribute serves as both recognition and gratitude, a reminder that even within a group as monumental as the Beatles, each member's personal taste left a lasting imprint. In calling Ringo the star of Act Naturally, McCartney wasn't just praising a single performance, he was acknowledging something larger, that the drummer, who often stood quietly at the back of the stage, helped define the spirit of the band as much as anyone else. And after all these years, that contribution still resonates.